Strap yourself in,
because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Yes, sir. Reading you loud and clear. Clear. The clock has started.
The clock has started.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You are now tuned in to this week's episode of our podcast. Today we are going to interview some of the greatest and most influential minds in our field. By sharing our collective expertise, we will show you how to harness, control, and use your own skill set to achieve ultimate success and live the life you want. And now, please welcome your host.
Welcome to this week's Smallest Cast podcast. This podcast is designed for small government contractors, service providers, and manufacturers, part of the government contractor ecosystem, connecting people, organizations, and resources. I'm your host, justnate, and this week we got DK.
Hey, Nate. I don't know what that was.
What did you call me?
I said, hey, Nate. No, I was thinking about, we were talking about getting some water, and you were talking about the Coke can, and we could advertise for Coke. Hey, Coke, we are looking for sponsors.
Yeah, well.
Or Kirkland.
I was going to say, it's product
Amazon.
placement. We should.
Oh, no, this is, Kirkland is Costco. Well, they're all owned
Costco,
by Amazon anyways, right?
No, Costco is owned by Target. Sam's Club is owned by Walmart.
Oh, I didn't know Costco's owned by Target.
I think so.
I don't think so. All right.
It might be. I don't know. That's how I always define it.
I don't think so. I think they're all owned by, everything's owned by
prefer
Amazon.
Sam's Club.
Everything's owned by Amazon. All right.
Hey, we got a new table.
We did. I like it. It's good.
It's smooth.
Sveltig. Sveltig is the word. All right. So
That's not a word.
it is. We were going to talk. It means smooth.
Celtic?
Sveltig.
Sveltig?
SV.
What English dictionary are you looking that up in?
Sveltig. Yeah. SW.
Is
Yeah.
that Swedish?
I think. Yeah.
Norwegian?
Smooth. All right. So we were going to talk today. We don't have guests.
Well, we
No,
got people
we don't
around
have
us, but no guests.
We're going to talk about, it is the, we're coming up in 7-8 days on the anniversary of the Smalls,
Nice.
the Colorado Small Government Contractor Collaborative. We started 5 years ago with 2 people and an idea. And I kind of like the thought of doing this really because that's really what the Smalls is about, right? It's helping companies who maybe 2 people with an idea and trying to help them to move along. We met with another small business the other day, Nate and I did, and we were talking about what are all the ways that we can help them. What is the Smalls? Originally, the Smalls was just a forum to have a couple people get together to talk about business opportunities and how we could collaborate. So that kind of drove the network, collaborate, and grow, which is kind of our mantra, if you will. But I would suggest today, and it was just here in Colorado Springs, I would suggest today it's really about trying to be the hub for the government contracting ecosystem across the Rocky Mountain region, right? So as I was thinking about this earlier, I was like, man, we've come a long ways from 2 people sitting together going, hey, we should talk to
Right. Have
where
we ever
are
told
today.
the story?
On here? I don't know.
So the 2 people was not us. It was Dennis and one other person.
Yeah. Anna
in
Hire
October
from
of
Syscom. I'll give her a plug.
There you go.
I just had lunch with her the other day, and I was like, it's our 5-year anniversary, and you don't even come anymore. She has reasons. She had child number 3, so she.
There you go. This was October of 2017. Mm-hmm. And then Anna helped you.
Yep. So we said let's start having a meeting. So we had I think we invited 5 of our best friends, our besties, and
I wasn't invited.
It was good. And then we had another one, and it was 10, and then it was 30, and then it was 50, and then somebody said, hey, can we do a meeting up in Denver? And we're like, yeah, sure, let's do one up there. And we had a pretty good crowd up there, out in Aurora. And then
I believe I started attending the events in
here.
February of 18.
Yeah,
So
here.
you guys were like 4 months older.
And then you said, hey, can we do something in Pueblo? And I was like, sure, why not? And so, like I said, so we went from, 2 people and an idea to 3 cities pretty quickly. So we were doing Colorado Springs, Denver, and Pueblo almost monthly at each location, which was taxing me out pretty good back then. And then we started, you and I decided we need to crank it up a bit after we were doing that for a little while. And we formalized the Smalls as a nonprofit within the state of Colorado.
Step 1,
And
501c6.
And then we stood up a website, which was fun. And then we started doing a newsletter. So that kind of just exploded. And we kept on getting more and more and more people involved and engaged. And we are now, not quite 700, but close to 700 members. With a website, we do a weekly newsletter. We have networking events monthly now. Post-COVID, we've kind of slowed the train a bit, so we rotate monthly between Denver, Colorado Springs, and Pueblo. And we also co-host most events. We don't typically do them alone as much anymore.
It gets to be too much, too.
It does. Well, and it's better this way because, one, we can all collaborate on marketing and advertising. So we're doing that. Not only in Denver, Colorado Springs, and Pueblo, but we also now do things down in New Mexico, in Albuquerque.
Correct. We're co-hosting stuff with New Space New Mexico.
New Space New Mexico, right. And we are looking at Utah. We have supported events up in Montana for the Native American PTAC, and also for some other PTAC events up there, as well as New Mexico Fast collaborates on events. We help market those in Montana and elsewhere.
Also, as of last week, we started talking with PACA out of Albuquerque. To potentially start co-hosting some events with them as well down in Albuquerque.
Professional Aerospace Contractors Association, PACA.
Correct.
And they host an annual briefing for industry, which we just attended. I think it was in early August, where they bring in all the guys from all the representatives from the different bases and organizations in New Mexico. So all the guys in Kirtland, Los Alamos, and some of the other bases there in New Mexico. And then also last year, 2020 or 2021, when did we start the podcast? 2020,
March 16th of 2020.
Right when COVID hit, we had decided we were going to do a podcast, and we just
before COVID
jumped on it, and would that be a good idea? And now here we are. And how many episodes have we done?
I want to say
100 something.
Probably 140 at this point.
Yeah.
Because we're just about done with the year, and we've only missed a couple weeks out of 3 years.
And we have been told that we had a university do a project for us, kind of assessing the Smalls, and we've been told that we have over 1,000 listeners each episode. So that's pretty good.
Each episode, and that includes 47 different states and 24 different countries now.
So what I wanted to get back to was, the question our friend asked us was, well, how can the Smalls help us? Like, where do you guys fit in? So we've had this discussion previously, I think, either on a podcast, or I know we talked about it with other folks. We see ourselves as kind of being a hub for the ecosystem in the Rocky Mountain region. And actually it goes beyond that, because we're connected to the Pacific Northwest Defense Contractors, HAZBAT in New Mexico, or in Alabama, the Hanscom Representative Association, the Industrial Representative Association out in the Northeast,
Space Force Association,
Colorado Business Roundtable, blah, blah, blah. There's 20 million organizations that we're plugged into. But where we come in is if you want to be a government contractor, you're not quite there yet, and it's 2 guys with an idea. We will point you to PTAC, SBDC to start becoming a company. Like, they help you set up your cage code, we got to define those acronyms though for them. I don't know what the heck cage code means.
Oh, PTAC. PTAC is
Procurement Technical Assistance Center.
Correct.
From SBA, Small Business Administration.
Yes. Both locations of which help businesses start up. SBA is any small business. PTAC is helping businesses do work with the government.
Yeah. And SBDC, the Small Business Development Centers, they help you, like, if you want to learn how to use QuickBooks or, what tools you should use to do what, they'll help you with that kind of stuff. PTAC will help you get set up within the government infrastructure. So we will send you to those organizations. We're connected pretty well across Colorado if you're in the Colorado region. And we can also point you to the other organizations. There also are Native American PTACs. There are several of those across the Rocky Mountain region. So we can hook you into those too. And then you come back to us because we'll help you plug into the larger network. That's really kind of our shtick, if you will, is to help you get the word out about your company and also help you plug into the larger network with the primes, the smalls, service providers. So every small company needs lawyers and accountants and benefits providers and all those kind of folks. So we'll help you find and meet those kind of people. Also get plugged into professional organizations. We mentioned a couple just a minute ago. You have the National Defense Industrial Association, AFCEA, Colorado Space Business Roundtable. There's a
I have an meeting in my invite in my inbox right now from INCOSI, International Council of System Engineering.
Yep.
They want us to start presenting at their events, their large regional events now, to help system engineering companies get involved as well.
Yep. So again, contact us, get a hold of us, and we will plug you into that larger network, if you will.
How do they contact us?
And then government organizations as well. There's also GovMates. I forgot GovMates.
GovMate's huge.
Out east, but they do a lot of networking and help you do matchmaking. How do you get a hold of us? On our website, which is www.thesmalls.org. We also tie that to our newsletter and our week in our calendar. There's a calendar of events of interest to government contractors on that website. So we're out into 2023. I think we're into the fall of 2023 with events and activities. So everything that we know of that's kind of a major national event as well as the local regional events are all plugged in there.
Yeah. Did you put CES on there yet?
No.
Okay. I'll put that stuff on.
What's CES?
The Consumer Electronics Show.
Thank you.
Out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah. No, send me the info and I'll put that
It's
on
coming
there.
up.
Yeah. So a couple things. So that's where how we started. That's kind of where we're at. What I want to talk about a little bit is kind of where we're going next. So 5 years, kind of a big deal for us. We are trying to move the needle again a little bit to, provide better services and support to our listeners and folks that are engaged with the smalls.
Well, and keep growing, right?
Yeah. And so one of the things we're going to start doing is we have been doing podcasts. We've been doing them for, as Nate mentioned, for 2 years now.
3 years.
We do them in locations. So say if there's a conference, we'll go down to the conference, we'll do podcasts. What we're talking about now is doing them actually live, broadcasting live. So if you are running an event, a conference, or maybe it's a smaller event, like there's an accelerator doing something for your group in the accelerator, we can come in and do podcasts for you and help you get the word out. The podcasts we think are important because it allows companies to get the word out about their organizations or information out about what they're doing. So I think those are really important.
And you're heard. That's what's nice. Yeah. It's a platform, right? Just with lots of listeners right now.
Yep, and we're trying to tie that better together with the website, with the newsletter, with the blog. We also have a blog. I didn't talk about that. And if companies want to put information out on the blog, they are very welcome to do so. Just send us your blog. Obviously, it can't be too long, but if it's 1 page long or so, we'll post that for you for free. So just let us know, and we can help you do that.
Including upcoming events. If you want to turn upcoming events into a blog, a PDF, or whatever, send it to justnate@thesmalls.org, and we can get that set up for you.
Yep. So one of the things we're going to start doing is more live podcasts at events. And so if you would like to do that, give us a shout, and we'll try to set that up. Also, we're looking at webinars, both recorded webinars and live webinars. We've talked to several different organizations who are interested in doing that, and so we are looking at how to plug that into, again, our website, as well as offering that as a service for folks. I did want to give a shout out on 4 October. FPAC Consulting is hosting an Oasis Plus webinar, so we'll help promote that and get that pushed out. That's our friend Doug Hinckley. So we're going to try to get that moving and assist them because Oasis Plus is like the next big Oasis contract. And if you're not familiar with that, it's been a huge effort with the U.S. Space Force. And this is the next iteration of that. So,
GSA Oasis.
GSA, yeah. Which
Oasis
is Government
Plus.
Services
Association?
I don't know what it is.
There's just so many acronyms. Look it up. GSA.org, I think.
And then I did want to talk about our next event. So we are co-hosting the Colorado Aerospace networking event, and that is going to be Wednesday, Nate, not Thursday, Wednesday.
Wow.
October 5th at the Colorado Keg House up in Broomfield, Colorado. So look for that announcement coming out here. That's hot off the presses as of last night. So
yes.
That's our next event.
And for those of wondering, the next event in Pueblo is looking like the first part of November. So crossing fingers. Tried to make it happen in October. Could not come up with a date that there wasn't something else already going on. So we're trying to find dates that either we have our own event or we co-host events, because there's so many events happening now. I think now that COVID is officially over. Yep.
And if you're interested in co-hosting with us, if you're an organization out there or even a company and you want to co-host, get a hold of us. We're gladly help you again promote your company, and also
if you want to sponsor an event, we can do that as well at your facility, or if you want to sponsor an event at a facility of our choosing as well, we can do that as well.
Yep. So lots of opportunities for you out there in listener land if you want to engage with the Smalls. And again, we're here to help you. The whole purpose of the Smalls was to help the small government contractors to network, collaborate, grow. One of the other pieces I did not mention in the ecosystem are the primes. And any of you primes out there listening, so the primes, for those of you who don't know, are the large companies like Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, those kind of companies. And there's a lot of them out there. If you want to engage with the primes, we can help you get at least pointed to some of the contacts that have been involved with the Smalls or others. We'll help you get in touch with them. We've also done events with them previously where we had the primes come in with all their local program managers, and talk about the contracts they have going on and the needs they have for procurement, and you could do one-on-ones with them. So we'll probably continue doing that as well, start coordinating those a little bit now that COVID is over.
Well, yeah, I wanted to mention, you brought up the bigs, but if anybody wants help in communicating with one another, that's where the cog. Yep. It doesn't matter if you're a big, small, lawyer, janitorial service, whatever. The point is, if you want to do business with the government in any way, shape, form, or fashion, let us know. We can put in touch with that and come up with an idea together. Yep. Or point you in the right direction to go talk to somebody who can. So that's where we're kind of going. I'm excited about the next few years, kind of see where we're going to head to. You know, all of a sudden it'll be 10 years and we'll be going, dang, what happened? Our own TV show. I hope I don't have a gray hair by then.
You'll have a gray hair by then.
I won't have any hair.
Or no hair. Yeah, you'll be bald.
I'm going to be the bald guy sitting next to the gray hair dude.
That's too funny. So, yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. And we are open always to ideas. So if you're out there and you have an idea about how the Smalls can better assist you, your organization, your region, your state, let us know. We haven't got too involved in the political side of things. We're probably not ever going to. We are talking about some training things as well. So again, if you have ideas, please contact us, and we'll gladly discuss it. You know, we may not, or we'll help you to find the right place if we're not the right place to do something. But definitely want to continue to be a resource for the government contracting ecosystem out there in the Rocky Mountain region and really beyond, because we're ultimately, Nate and I've had lots of discussions on this, we're about economic development. In the end, we want to help our companies grow, which helps people, which helps our local cities and states and regions, and everybody grows and everybody
your local
benefits from this. And so really that's the ultimate.
And well, I think what happens is that as we help each other grow, we see everything. You don't have to get paid all the time for a return on investment. Right. It's not necessarily just a cash thing.
It's not a direct thing.
It's not a direct thing, right? Yeah. So I think that's key.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So that's kind of where we're at with 5 years. I'm excited. It is the wood anniversary, I guess. We looked, so we'll figure out what that means.
We got a table together. It's a wood table. We did get a wood table.
So we'll see about maybe getting some small swag, maybe a wooden coaster or something like that. But yeah.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I had for this episode, unless, Nate, you had some other ideas.
I also wanted to relay, so one of the things that we're doing is we want to start into some content marketing. So, as an example, if you have a product that you think that can help other businesses, small, whatever the business may be, and you want to push that through us, we don't take any type of product because we have to be able to believe in it. We want to use it, try it ourselves, because we don't want to push anything to anybody that we don't think would be value added.
Yep.
So,
We'll help promote your products.
help promote products through our site. Maybe, you want to offer a 5 or 10% discount to small businesses through the smalls. Let us know. We can push that as well. So,
Yep.
I think
So
I'd
not
like to
only
start
companies,
building
but products too.
Products too, right? I mean, that's the idea.
And I did want to put one big plug in for Capella University. So we've leveraged Capella several times. They're a completely online university, and they have, through 2 terms now, have provided us with a student team of MBA students that have come in and looked at our organization, different aspects. If you have a project for your university or for your company that, you could use some interns for, and they're not direct interns, so it's a project, a master's project, that you want them to look at, how maybe you want to get into some different type of business or different kinds of services or whatever, you can have them do a study on that for you and provide you with output. So,
well, let's take it a step further. You can have them do that. Typically, they don't go direct.
Right.
So the reason why we have a direct, because we have a direct connection.
Yeah.
And it's still not direct. We still sign up on a company called Ripen, RIPEN.
Yep.
We podcast with them before. They're out of Canada.
Toronto, I think.
Yeah, Toronto. Well, I don't know where, but it's Canada for sure. But anyway, yeah, so go out to ripen.com and you can find pretty much anything out there. I will also say, if you have if you're a university and want to be part of something like that and you want the smallest help, let us know. We can put you in touch with companies that we know that can do things and help do research for you as well. So maybe talk about that.
You talking about vice versa? Mean universities helping companies? You say
Well,
companies helping universities.
Correct. So let's say the university is looking for a place to put their, software development
Oh, I see what you're saying.
students, right?
Yep.
Call us.
Yep.
We know lots and lots of companies. We can come up with lots of different ideas. Maybe
Yep.
we help outside of the university put together a software factory, for example, that gets your students real world capabilities. We can help you with that as well.
Yep. And so, again, shout out to Capella. They're a completely online university, but they have done support for us 2 times now, and I
Yes,
mentioned them
amazing.
earlier. And if you're interested in that, again, ripen.com, or you can get a hold of us, and Nate and I will put you in the right direction. We can put a link in the podcast for this, too.
Yes, we can.
So, anyways, I just wanted to give a shout out to them for their great service and support over the last, a kind of year now, I guess.
Yeah.
Done a couple projects with them. So,
Well,
right.
so, I mean, first day of fall was yesterday.
yeah, it was.
It was nice. It's nice
It's getting
and cool.
darker now.
I like it.
It was foggy and dark.
Ooh, it's foggy. I like fog.
Yeah, it's going to be a good Halloween, I think. All right. Anyways, well, thank you guys for listening today. I'm sorry it's not too exciting, but I did want to let you know that, we are continuing to expand and grow and looking for new ideas and willing to support. So if you have, again, any ideas, please contact us. Gladly speak to you. We will be up in Denver on the 5th of October. Oh my gosh, sorry, October. The 5th of October at the
Golden, I thought, right?
Colorado Keg House. Nope. It's 8001 Arista Place, Suite 110 in Broomfield,
Called
Colorado.
Denver.
Yeah, northwest Denver.
Don't hate me. I come from a small town.
And
so.
then we'll be down in Pueblo in
November sometime.
Yep.
Yeah, and one last shameless plug for the Smalls. If anybody wants to be part of the Smalls, we're by all means welcome any types of conversations. We also have sponsorship packages. So if you want to get on the podcast and have your ad ran mid-roll on the podcast, heard by thousands and thousands of people around the world, let us know. We can talk and make conversation about that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. It's 5 years.
Right?
5 years to do this. I'm tired.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next week.
Next week. So
We'll have Doug Hinckley on
okay. It's
From-
just
FPAC Consulting.
Is that the hat he's going to wear?
I don't know which hat he's wearing.
Because I just saw an email. He's like, which hat should I wear? I don't know. Maybe all of them.
He's bald.
Okay. With that, he was our friend. Sorry, Doug. With that, Just Nate signing off.
Thanks for listening.
You've reached the end of another episode of the Smallscast podcast. Connect with us at thesmalls.org. Don't forget to sign up to our newsletter to receive our free materials. See you at the next episode.
See you at the next episode.